Hello chess world. Eid Mubarak, this is Lucky Actor welcoming you to today's World Chess News. It's April 11, 2024, and I'm here to bring you the latest updates from the world of chess. Alireza loses again. The young gun, Alireza Firouzja, is widely considered to be the next world champion. Even Magnus Carlsen believes in him is a known story. However, something always gets wrong with him when he plays in candidates. With yet another loss yesterday, he is almost out of the tournament with -3 score in just 6 rounds. Against Vidit Santosh Gujarati in round 6, it seemed his shadow is playing the game in his place. With black pieces, he opted for Sicilian defense and went to back foot in move 11 by developing his light square bishop. And then he captured f2 pawn with his queen in move 13, while he is still undeveloped and his king is still in the middle. This put him out of the game literally, and he never had a chance to be back in the game against Vidit's rejuvenated play. He resigned on move 40, and it keeps him in the bottom of the point table.
Moves. White does have a nice attacking position. The queen returned to b6, wasting some time. And Firouzja, in a position that, it's dangerous for him, obviously, but he went for a move that, I don't know, it could be called a little bit reckless, because obviously that pawn does not look like the safest pawn to take. Black has little development and white is completely developed. So here, Vidit's challenge was finding the best way to win, and he was up to it. He found this beautiful pawn sacrifice. With e5, the pawn cannot be taken because the opening of the d file is too critical, and the queen is going to run into trouble no matter where she goes. If she goes to h4, then this attack, taking the knight and the checkmate on d7 is the problem. And if she goes here, she gets trapped like this. And again, the bishop does the job. So Firouzja was forced to not capture the pawn. He went knight d7, but then this pawn on d6 was just a bone in the throat, as it wasn't allowing him to develop properly. And actually, Vidit did not have a problem winning from this position.
Praggnanandha continues surprising with his amazing preparation and play. Young Pragu displayed another show of his genius as he won against Nijat Abbasov in round 6 of Candidates 2024. He kept pressing with Queen's Gambit decline variation from the opening phase of the game and let go off of his bishop pair for an active knight of Abbasov, and gradually improved his position to bag another comprehensive victory.
Of the rook means that the pawns proceed unopposed. So black came here, and now Praggnanandha found this brilliant move, knight d7. Now watch this knight. It controls that square. So we'll see how important that is in a few seconds. The last hope was rook b5, though definitely Nijat is in a bad way here. But after king g7, rook a5, king g6, and I think what he missed was a4. And if black captures here, all the squares that the bishop needs to get to are mine. The bishop can't go to e5 to come to d4. It can't come to c5. It can't go to b8. So the pawn is going to queen. Nijat lost in a slightly different way. a5, gf2, a6, and Prag won the game. Nijat had defended extremely well until the final segment, but once again, he loses at the end.
And the other decisive game, it came much earlier between Vidit and Firouzja. We were pretty excited to see Firouzja play the classical Sicilian instead of his usual knight.
Nakamura and Caruana drew their games against Gukesh and Nepo respectively. In a display of extreme preparation, Ian Nepomniachtchi and Fabiano Caruana both literally blitzed out their moves, denying each other from creating any chance. In a 41 moves draw, they both left more than 100 minutes in their clocks to spare to allow themselves with some extra time to rest and come back stronger in the next game tomorrow. Nakamura and Gukesh, however, tried their best to get something out of the position from a hyper-accelerated dragon from Hikaru, but the game ended peacefully in the end. Bloodbath in women's section. In contrast to all draws in round 5, women's candidates have seen all 4 decisive games in round 6, turning the event into an absolute battleground. Goryachkina defeated Salimova, Tan Zhongyi defeated Anna Muzichuk, Lei Tingjie defeated Humpy Koneru, and Katerina Langno won against Vaishali. Let's have a look at the standings and tomorrow's interesting pairings, as some interesting actions are going to happen in round 7, which will be the halfway through for the tournament, and the players will definitely want to solidify their ground before moving to the later half. Stay tuned with us not to miss the updates, and your support the channel will be invaluable to us. That was all for today's news. Thank you for joining us today. This is Lucky Actor signing off. Until tomorrow, take care and bye-bye.